What's going on, Internet? Brandon here from nerdlocker.com, and we're going to talk some comic books today. We haven't really done this in a while, but the reason I wanted to get back to it is because this is the first time in a while I've been as invested in a Marvel storyline that I am now. We are going to be talking Secret Empire. So we're going to be talking about all the issues that have come out. That will be 0, 1, the Free Comic Book Day issue, 2, and 3. Now this is something that has been building since Nick Spencer started writing Captain America. With the ending of the first issue, when he turns, it says Hail Hydra. Talk about the issue that pissed off so many people because how dare you make Cap a Hydra agent. It starts out with Cap back during World War II, as far as he believes that he's always been a Hydra agent and that the Allies found the Cosmic Cube and were going to rewrite him to be believing he is an American hero that the rest of the world believed he was, and he was never involved with Hydra. Whereas if you've been reading Captain America, you find out that the Red Skull got control of the Cosmic Cube, who was now a sentient little girl, and rewrote Steve's entire history to have him believe that this is his purpose all along. Now that alone I thought would be enough to really, just cement the story. We've got a Cap who's been brainwashed and he's fulfilling the one thing you never thought you'd see Captain America do, and that is become part of Hydra and take over the world. Now there is something just inherently dark about this because it is still Captain America, and the 0 issue, when you see him kind of initiating the plans that have been building and taking over S.H.I.E.L.D., taking over the country, making it that Hydra is in control. Like I said, there's just something that's dark about that because of the character you have doing it. Now, there's a lot of things that are building here, just like any big arc and story that you're gonna see in comic books, but there are bigger implications here than I have felt with a lot of other Marvel events. Secret Invasion, you never really see get off the ground. You had a couple of people replace the Skrulls, and the Skrulls come down, but the battle is fought right there, and they lose, and that was the end of it. Same basically with Siege, Fear itself, nothing ever gets too out of control. It's a big event, and people are dying, and people are fighting, but you never see them take control. Even something like Secret War, where it's an alternate universe. Nick Spencer has talked several times that this is not going to be one of those instances where everybody wakes up and goes back. As far as you, the reader, are concerned, this is happening in Marvel continuity. Captain America is the head of Hydra. He has taken over the country. Between the first couple issues here, you jump to a point where they're in full control. It's not, they're still fighting. There are small resistances. So a lot of the heroes are, saying there's no way this is Cap. Somebody's messed with them. They do catch on to the Cosmic Cube idea of things. But the end of issue 2, we see a second Steve Rogers. This Steve Rogers really doesn't have much memory about where he's been. All he knows is that he's trying to get home. He knows his name and he remembers some basic training, and that's about it. There's not even a mention of him remembering that he's Captain America. Now, this could be a number of different things. We have Miles Morales, who's jumped over from the Ultimate Universe to become part of the regular Marvel Universe, the 616, now that the Ultimate Universe has died. And if you're reading X-Men right now, you see that Wolverine's son from the Ultimate Universe has made it over as well. So this could be a possibility of who these two are. Now, I don't think it's likely, but it is on the table. Right now, I have no guesses as to what could be going on, and I think that's why I like this book so much, is because we are 3 issues in, well 5 counting the 0 in the Free Comic Book Day, but this already has me hooked. You're trying to see who's on what side, who's doing what. You also see Cap's Hydra Avengers, which is the Scarlet Witch, Odinson, Vision, Deadpool. These are all people that have been big time heroes for the Marvel Universe, so you have to wonder, why are they with Cap? Now, the biggest thing is issue 3, Hydra gets an unlikely ally, and that is the Punisher. 100% the last person I'd really expect to see. One, because Punisher doesn't really play a lot into these bigger arcs. Civil War was the last one I really remember him having a larger role in. But once again, to see somebody who has spent his entire life, murdering bad guys, to say Hail Hydra is interesting. Now, his dilemma might be a little bit different because there's a lot of villains that are part of the resistance with Hydra and are against Hydra. But Hydra has been the ultimate bad organization for the longest time in Marvel comic books. Not to mention all these other things that are going on, but a lot of the strongest heroes we have are locked outside of Earth through the defense protocols that Hydra initiated. The Chitauri just keep attacking, and we've got all the Guardians, Captain Marvel, Nova, basically all the space heroes are out there, and they can't get back in. I think the thing that I like the most about this is that I don't even know where to formulate my theories on this. The two Steve Rogers things is interesting. I mean, obviously we're gonna get some answers here. I know they had to add another issue to get this out, which is always good to me because I'm not against more story as long as it's not filler. The other big thing that I can't wait to see is in the Free Comic Book Day issue at the end of the battle and everything, Hydra Cap is holding Thor's hammer above his head, you know, signifying that he's worthy. One, he's picking up Thor's hammer. Two, you're leading Hydra, you're leading a charge against all these heroes, and suddenly you're worthy. So I'm really enjoying just the twists and turns of everything going on with this. I'm totally invested. This is the best a Marvel story has been in quite some time. Of course, the final judgment will come from the ending. There's been plenty of times that I've been totally into stories and then the ending just kind of fizzles out. I mean, we've had, like I said, 5 issues, 4.5 because the Free Comic Book Day wasn't a totally full issue, but we've had enough here that has really piqued my interest, and I'm gonna keep reading this to see what's going on. If you've been reading it, I wanna hear your theories. I wanna know what you think is going on. Hydra Cap, Steve Rogers, who's just walking around. What do you think's up? Why would the Punisher join up with Hydra? What happened to Thor? Jane Foster. I mean, she's defeated and he's holding her hammer. What does that mean for her? What does that mean for the rest of the Marvel Universe? I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun with this. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Please let me know in the comments below. I'll be back here in a couple weeks to talk more comic books, but until then, you guys have a nerdy week.